Hi y'all. Hi y'all. I'm back. I'm in the shed. Um, I'm in the shed. We're gonna try to do this again, take two, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, for me to get here today, for me to get here from 888, for me to get completion, I had to jump hoops to get to 888. Okay. Um, First of all, I didn't know about Lionsgate. By the way, y'all, it's a blessing for us to be here on this Lionsgate. And for once, I can actually see my nose crooked because I broke it a long time ago. But now, I guess the weight I lost, I can see it now. But moving on, that's ADHD, y'all. Forgive me, forgive me, oh, forgive me. Okay, so welcome to 888, y'all. I didn't know about Lionsgate until 2020. I didn't understand this. Like I said, I didn't have a. It, even though God sent me on a on a spiritual journey, it was a 7 year spiritual journey. I didn't understand what Lionsgate was and what it meant and what you know. I didn't understand until 2020. I didn't understand what Lion. I didn't understand all this. But God sent me on this journey. In this journey, he sent me, and I had a very limited means to the car because I lived a life of poverty for 7 years. 7 years of poverty, I lived. Um, After I left my husband, I guess it was a vow that I had to do 7 years of karma, or 7 years, not 7 years of karma per se, what Spirit is trying to say. I lived 7 years of poverty. I walked many miles. I used to walk, I walked from Austin, I walked from Houston, and now I'm walking in Baton Rouge. That's my hometown. He has sent me back to my hometown. Um, I felt literally when I was in Austin, I was crucified because people were believing things about me that wasn't really true. I was crucified. I was walking with the cross in Austin. And then I went back to Houston. And I think I know a lot of that 7 years, these 7 years of poverty would have been a whole lot faster if I would have just accepted who I am and what my purpose is. I never, and this is funny. This happened today, and I'm gonna break it down. I never been at acceptance. I always gave into others because I felt no love. I didn't understand what love was. I didn't, I grew up in a house with their parents didn't tell them I love you every day. I grew up in a household of not a nurturer giving you love per se. She gave you hard love because she wanted you to be like her. And I'm not gonna sit up here and be mad at that. That's on her. And now I'm in my middle age, and it is what it is, and I cannot change it. Let me tell you, God, y'all, today y'all should be cutting cords. Like God is cutting cords. God is cutting cords. Yeah, like 3 years ago, um, 4 years ago, in August 2020, I had a cord to my 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 daughter's father. I had a cord to my ex-husband. I had a cord to my parents. I had a cord to alcohol. I had a cord to any pill that would make me feel better. I had cords or anything to make me feel better. I had a cord in codependency. I didn't want to be alone. I had all these cords, and during these 4 years, I I found spirituality to cut these cords. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to sit up here and be like I'm the master of spirituality, because every day is a learning lesson. But you have to be open to God for these lessons. So God sent me a big lesson today. God humbled me so, because I can get up here and I can give y'all the best doggone speech on here. I can go to AA meetings and make people feel enthused, but I can't get in my ego, and I cannot get in my pride and think I know it all. I have to always be a student of God, even though I'm teaching you what God is showing me every day, or I'm involved in this covenant that God has given me. Now I want to be a voice to heal this next generation. And I just want to. I know what my purpose. I'm here to do so much. But for me to do that, I have to accept who I am. I am the next anointed one. I am the next one that God has touched to build his covenant. I am who I am. Like Lil Wayne said, I am me. I am Kirsten, the follower of Christ. It took me years to get here and talk about this right now. It took me to jump death, because they wanted my death. Yo, like I said, people knew who I was before who I was. They wanted my soul. They couldn't get my soul. So since they wanted to kill my soul, they couldn't do that. They wanted to make me crazy. We just gonna take everything on her and make her crazy. Man, God put me in situations to make me well every time. Actually, what God made me go and do is look at that screen video, and and God pointed out in that video where Janet is in the white, and Janet is in the white, and they were observing her. Man, I've been observed. Like, y'all just don't know the half. Well, guess what? I made it. Wish, wish, Cardi B. Open to those lyrics. That's my mood today. That's my lyrical mood today. Wish, wish. I made it here today. There was wishes that I was not going to be here. It was going to be wishes that I never accept who I am. And like in Scream, like I said, I just watched that video. Janet explains, you have to prove that I'm right. I mean, you don't have to prove that I'm wrong. I went through eternal water. I went through eternal spirit. I went and walked with God. I talked with God. I checked with Mother Gaia every day. It got to a point right now. It's like last year. It's like God took me to the fifth dimension, but I was still walking in the third. I couldn't talk to people. I didn't want to talk to people, but I was still, I'm still nourished from God. I wanted to wear headphones, like the screen video where you wear headphones, because I didn't want to hear the outside noises. I had my own world. I was by myself, just like that screen video. I'm breaking down that screen video, by the way. On that black and white screen video, I'm learning black and I'm learning white at the same time. I'm learning black and white, and during that time, using the Erykah Badu song, I maybe wander and I'll get a little too black, and then I'll come back and then I get a little too white. So like, I am now working on the perfect mix of being black and white. Okay, so, and being part of that mix of black and white, I have to be at acceptance of who I am and what I am, and not think about what people think of me, because like I said, when God came to me, he was like, you're going to open my covenant. I'm going to touch you to open my covenant. Yeah, I was like, who's going to believe this? My family is not going to believe this. My cousin's not going to believe this. Who's going to believe this? Y'all not going to believe this. So I'm just going to stay the man like I hear man in the mirror. Only I knew. A man in the mirror. Only I knew, because as I looked in the mirror, I was the only one that could change this place. Thank you, Michael. The spirit of Michael is here. Also, y'all know y'all asked for Jesus. Y'all thought y'all was waiting on Jesus, right? Remember, y'all waited on Jesus, and I said y'all waiting on Jesus to come back. Jesus is not coming back. But after watching that Scream video and piecing something, we had Jesus. We did the same thing to Jesus again. There was a young black man that was born in 1958, born to some poor parents in Gary, Indiana. He was his daddy, his father saw his talent and touched him and said, "You are the anointed one." His father worked with him. He listened to his father for many years. He stayed close to his faith. He was Jehovah's Witness, right? He stayed close to Jehovah. This man used to have people fainting. The touch of him will have you faint. The aura of being around him will have you faint. Only a few people had this power. He went many years. We took a lot of his talent for our entertainment. We took, man, this man has put albums and songs, I think in the next 100 years will never die. My children, my daughter was dancing like him, and she was born after he passed away. The minute he went, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I hear "show you right," "show you right." That's what I'm hearing. "Show you right." I hear angels. They think, "You think I'm gonna be care of you? You think I'm gonna take care of you think I'm gonna take care of you? Show you right." Okay, so this man has masterpieces. He has left a lot of music, and actually, if you actually hear the music, he's giving the messages. He's giving you messages. I had to read Scream. This man was gonna go. His plans was, this is what I'm giving y'all right now. And I'm gonna tell you how Michael came close to me. This man was ready to open his own. You remember he did start Michael Jackson, MJ Records, but he was going to go to Sony. He was about to get Sony. When he was going to get Sony, there was accusations, and y'all, for the ones right now that have the accusations against him, you are forever going to be held in contempt. This is what God's saying. You're always going to be held in contempt until you get on your knees. And this right here, show you right, until you get on your knees and repent the truth. Because Michael was about to get Sony. So what do they do when that happens? What they're doing to Diddy? They know he had a fiction with children. They didn't really have much on Michael. As you can see, Michael knew. Michael really didn't really. Did y'all really see Michael with women? Maybe you seen him with Brooke Shields. You seen him with Brooke Shields. You maybe seen him with Stephanie Mills. I cannot believe I knew this much about Michael. Because I felt like I never was a Michael. I knew Michael's music, but I never idolized people. I hear "Leave Me Alone, Just leave me alone. That's what I'm hearing right now. So, Michael, just stop dogging me around. Okay, I got you. So, they couldn't find, that's why they couldn't just leave me alone. They couldn't find anything with Michael. They couldn't find the partying. They couldn't find the drugs. They couldn't find the alcohol. They couldn't find it. There is use. What I understand, there was pain use, but they held that in their pocket. Because sometimes these organizations do that. That's you know you know how what Spirit is showing me. That's like a pool table, and you have the corner pocket. So they had his ultimate. We're gonna use that for the corner pocket shot. The only thing they had on Michael. Michael was the chosen one, y'all. He was the chosen one. He was going to free us. We talked about Michael, how dare Michael went white. Michael sold us out. But no, Michael didn't sell us out. Michael went black or white. He was balanced. I don't care what he did to his skin. I hear Vertigo Lotto. I don't care. His works stand for it. His faith and his works. One thing about it, Michael stayed faithful to Jehovah. Michael did volumes of works of telling you what's going on. I hear Dirty Diana. I hear bad. I hear beautiful. Scream. Black and white. Man in the mirror. I'm asking if you can change this way. That was y'all chosen. As soon as those accusations came, what did we do? After all those years, Michael gave up. Michael sacrificed his life. He sacrificed his childhood. He sacrificed his soul. He sacrificed everything. And one person came and said he did this to him. But let me break it down. Michael was protecting children because he didn't want them to go through what he went through, these special children. See, when you're chosen, like myself, you can look at a child and you can see that child is either an earth angel or they're chosen to do something well. I can look at my son. I look at my daughter. My daughter is going to be one of the biggest seers you ever can see. My child is born on 3-9 for a reason. My child only wanted threes for a reason. My child can dance one. I have never seen the athleticism of this child. This child is special. I burst stars. My son, you can tell he's a new soul. My son can speak about Kamala Eddie like my son is the future. He's not into everything else these kids are. He's special. He talks to himself. Y'all, when y'all see kids talking to themselves, embrace that. They're talking to angels, believe it or not. If you see a child talking to themselves after 6 or 7, because usually when a child is from 1 to 5, they are talking to angels. But they get with us and we put our darkness on them. And once God gives them a covering from 1 to 5. And then after 5, it's us that we pour in that misery into that child. It's us that pour in that traumatizing that child. It's us telling them that they don't see that angel. You're going to be crazy. Some of us don't even see the gifts that God has touched this child to be. We train this child to be slaves just like us. And the funny thing is, while this generation is wacky, the new generation that's coming were supposed to be earth angels that come in and change the world. They're not supposed to have souls. God are initiating these children because we can't keep doing that. So these kids are easily swayed right now because really we're in the age of Aquarius, but what God is doing is free will. See, Christians and the rest of y'all that y'all come in and y'all thinking that it's gonna come in like the Bible. Y'all really think it's gonna come like this. No, God is really studying us. Like we got free will every day, and we're actually failing the test because He sent the chosen one. It was Michael. Michael was trying to save children. Again, Michael was trying to open his own record company without the devil. Jews. And you can get mad at me all you want. When you sign with them, you're signing with Baal. B-A-Baal. So I'm not going to call them that. When you make a deal with them at their record company, you sign in the Baal. That's who they look towards. They lie to y'all and say it's not, but that's what they do. And I'm not anti-Semitic. I speak light. It's a difference. I'm not calling out y'all names like y'all do. Y'all pay people to call me a bitch. You pay people to have their ass out. So when I go in and try to get a job, I'm not taken seriously. You pay people to dress around scantily clad. You don't do that really with white women. You do it with black women. You over-sexualize us because it's y'all's fantasy. And then also, that's how it is. So, to me, that's anti-Semitism. It's just y'all don't do it. Y'all don't say it. But y'all paint these characters up. Y'all get these orders, and these orders sometimes are meant to speak on God's purposes. They are meant to speak their words that God gives them on paper. You give them a notebook like this, and you give somebody else that you paid on the paper, and you make this character up. Sexy Red. And you find now on the pennies and a dollar, you find these people. Or now you find these people on Instagram. The moment that they start speaking knowledge or whatever, someone like me, they get shadow banned. I am so shadow banned right now until it's not even funny. My numbers don't look right. It just don't look right on X. Like, I know I'm touching more. And it's just, y'all notice like my number will go to 66, then it go to 67, then it go to 68, and then it jumps back down to 66. I know people watching my X. I know y'all are. But I'm so shadow banned because they don't want this to go to the masses. I am so shadow banned in YouTube. And y'all are so distracted, just like that Alright video. Think about that Alright video. There was a blind man stealing stuff, right? Because the blind man is blind. The blind leading the blind. Y'all don't even pick on all that up in the videos. Y'all right now, if I go on X, I'm going to see Krishan Rock. I'm going to see what's going on with the election. I'm going to see what's, blacks and whites fighting each other about this election, because I think this is the worst looking election I have ever seen. This is the most divisive election to break us up, because they know that their time is up. And they could not, and guess what, y'all lost, because it's 888. And what God did is he's going to do a parallel. What he did overnight. Did y'all see the EKG that's went up? God he brought that spaceship down. Let me tell you what he's about to do. He brought Jacob's ladder down. He brought a parallel reality. So, like how Cat Williams said, a lot of people are going to really read the reality. Oh, now you really about to see reality. You about to see the vision in this secret society. Y'all have followed with all, y'all promote alcohol, y'all promote drugs, y'all promote stalking, y'all promote taking pictures, y'all promote all this. And what happens is y'all about to tear ass in the middle party. You know why? Because y'all went and made Trump do that blood sacrifice. Now Trump is in there and Trump about to just fuck y'all up. So this is funny. The snakes are fighting the snake. If I was y'all, I wouldn't be arguing. Look, y'all want me to pass the popcorn because this is about to be good. And while the snakes are snaking and they're looking at each other, God is going to do the takeover. Now it's up to you to believe what I'm saying, and it's up to you to believe that I am the chosen one that came behind Michael. Because what God did was he allowed years to happen. Oh, y'all got rid of Michael? I ain't activating her. he let me go. He let me go not activated. But let me say this before I go back to when I'm giving out and I'm speaking in the spirit. I would have loved to meet Michael. And now, after seeing what Beyonce is going through and what Beyonce is praising the next woman, y'all don't even know. They know the Messiah is a woman. Beyonce has been praising this woman. Man, found formation, man. I see you. I see you. I see you in Black Parade. She's talking about a woman. She's talking about it in 7-Eleven. I want to hang out with you. Even though I had to get in that ass. Because I'm being real. I'm a friend. I'm going to get in that ass. I'm going to tell you the truth. Yeah, I got in your ass. You Creole Banji woman, you. I'm a Creole Banji too. And Creole Banjis call each other out when you do the art. But y'all don't even know Beyonce is praising the next woman. She's praising her. Let's go to Janelle Monáe, man. If it wasn't for Queen, man, that didn't come across me. Now I'm being honest, and I accept who I am, and I can talk about this now. Janelle Monáe, in 2020, when I was in the dark and I heard Queen, I instantly knew. The booty don't lie. Let me talk about this real quick, Janelle. My daddy talked about my booty the other day, so I need to start eating. You know what? You know what I've been doing? I've been eating some red beans and rice now to get that done. But moving on, let's talk about this chosen one again, because I'm just going out track. Y'all, God gave us a chosen one. We did the same exact thing. And now if you think about it, Michael did kind of transform into that, right? So the moment that Michael was going to Sony and was going to get Sony, there were child accusations. What did we do with Michael? We just gave him up. We gave him back. We gave him up to the Jews. Think this through. We gave Michael back to him. After all those years, Michael sacrificed dancing. Michael sacrificed his years. He sacrificed his young years. That was our chosen one. Like I said, think about this. This man made people go crazy to a point that they passing out. Only a person can do that. He healed you through his music. And the moment one person said he touched him, we gave him up to the Jews. We let them crucify Michael. And then, like I said, remember I said that corner pocket? They couldn't still break Michael. They tried to take his money. They tried to do all, like they couldn't break Michael. You know why they couldn't break Michael? Because as a chosen, and when you get conscience, it's not about money. Your spiritual wealth, as long as you got your peace and you got your spirit, they could not get Michael's soul. So they couldn't break him. They couldn't make him go crazy. Go to the screen video. They're showing you. They couldn't make him go crazy. You know what they did? They isolated him. They did all this. They killed him. And we allowed it to happen. So y'all looking for Jesus and saying Jesus has come. Jesus was here. We did the same exact thing. So now we waiting to heal the world. I hear the word, make it a better place. Because I told y'all the other night when I was talking, like, y'all thinking Jesus is going to come in and do that. Y'all going to have to do the work. So we have to go and stick. We had to go and stick in, what 2009 to right now. We have been suffering, and every year is getting worse, and every year is getting worse. After Michael left, think about this. Michael left again. Michael took our sins again in 2009. Hey, think about this. Michael Jackson took our sins again. We gave him up to the Jews, like I said. And now we're looking for the second coming. We fucked the second coming up. So when God said, okay then, because I was chosen, God said, hold on, I'm going to freeze her for a few minutes. Because around 2009, I didn't even know who I was. In 2009, I was in somebody's club. I was drinking. I was an alcoholic. I was partying. I got pregnant again. Y'all, I got pregnant the day Michael died. I swear to you not. Go and do the math. I met my daughter's father a couple of days before my daughter was born. Michael died. And me and him were at that point having open sex to a point I said, let's make a baby. I told him this. I never told a man this before. I never told a man, let's make a baby. I said, let's make a baby. Now I'm looking at my daughter. She can dance her ass off like Michael. I see something in her. So what God said was he took that soul and brought it back. But I still have Michael's spirit around me, because let me tell you why. Because last year I started Club Spirit. Y'all, I don't know how Club Spirit started, because it was like I did tarot, but I start like when I do my readings, or when I connect to somebody, or like I said, when God connects to me, it could be through song. That's why it's on my X account. I have nothing but songs, because I'm hearing lyrics. See, a lot of y'all don't understand. Also, a lot of Christians are going to be missing out on this on this resurrection, because the moment that they hear the lyrics, they're not going to hear what is going on. They're going to shut down. And what God is saying is that's a test. You won't like I said last night. I talked about this lost generation. I cannot go and get this generation that's lost and talk to them like the baby boomers. I have to go and talk to them on their level. So if I have to pull a lyric from them, I have to pull a lyric, and it's God got it. Trust me. Because a lot of their songs, and I'm gonna get with what about these artists too? I'm gonna break this down too. A lot of these artists break down. Okay, let me break it down like this too, and I'm gonna go back to Michael. A lot of these artists figure out that they're slaves. If you actually hear their lyrics, you know how you was on the plantation. If you actually go to Harriet, you remember how Harriet told those people that she was running away off the plantation? What she did, I'm going to see something on. And they said farewell. So the overseer thinking he's not listening to the lyric. He's not listening to the lyric. He's like, those niggers, that's what he's saying. Those niggers are just singing again. Those are some singing niggers. But they giving clues of them because they're on the plantation. They know in their organization, they have to attend. They are forced to attend this, and they have to do things to stay in this organization. But they want to break free from some of them want to break free from the plantation. So you know what they do? They know that in these meetings there is going to be a woman Messiah that comes in and is going to come in and take it over. So they've been leaving music, they've been leaving lyrics, and they've been leaving videos. I don't know how Benny Boom and all that, maybe they feel some kind of way too. All these black people feel some kind of way. So they leave clues. Only the person that has been touched by Christ or touched by consciousness that is open enough to actually see the clues is the chosen one. They are leaving clues. Like I said, in that Scream video, that was clues. In the All Right video, that was clues. That was clues. On Hell, in that Kiss Kiss video was clues. Okay, so Club Spirit, like I said, Club Spirit's involvement it is God's covenant. It is going to be it's going to be it's Wallace right now. This is his covenant. This is his word. He's giving me the word. Spirit is giving me the spirit. They give me the lyrics. I give it to y'all. Also, this is non-judgmental. I'm not going to control you. This is not organizational. This is a club. So it's going to be a club for people. Then it's also going to be, I see in the Kiss Kiss video, when like you got a lyric that you need to say, okay, let me know the lyric. Okay, let me hear how you feel. Okay, let me examine it. Like Drake just dropped 100 or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you. All I heard in those lyrics that Drake said, he was stuck. He's stuck. He don't even know himself no more. They have made him into everything he is. You see, this is what I'm getting from the lyrics. Y'all not getting it like I do. So the one that can actually piece it together is the one that's going to save them and get them out the plantation. We lost it with Michael. Michael was the chosen one. God put in a female as a break glass. But then, like I said, at 2009, I didn't even know what spirituality was. Hell, I didn't even want to go to church in 2009. 2010 happened, 2011 happened, I got married. And, like I said, I didn't start my spiritual journey until 7 years ago. If you would have told me right now to where I was in 2009 when I was pregnant with my daughter, that was a whole nother person. That person died. That person died June 2020, and I was reborn again. I was reincarnated. But the spirit of Michael came to me when I was doing tarot. I was doing Club Spirit, and how Club Spirit started was I do readings, and it was by ear. So one day I've noticed in, like, okay, if I start reading, the music goes along with the reading. So somehow that's how I'm like, yo, that's different. You don't really have that many tarot readers that do this with music like I do. Nobody can do it like I do. Nobody. They cannot do it the way I do it. And so that's how it happened. And then one night, now I'm a medium too. So one night, Michael came. Yeah, I wish Jonay, if you watching this, I'm gonna send this to you and make this comment. The night that Michael came, he shut down, like it was so much energy. It shut down the Club Spirit. It turned off my TV because Club Spirit was running off the TV then. It wasn't running off the speaker. I was in a project apartment. I had a phone, I had a stool, and I'm on the counter in the projects, and it was running from the TV. And that day, it was such an energy. I said, "Yo, my TV broke." Because I came in, I said, "Yo, Michael is here right now," and Michael's saying he did not do those things with those boys. And I explained it just like how I just explained it just a few minutes ago, but I went a little deeper, saying, "Y'all just think about this. His father saw something special in him. His father said, 'You are the chosen.' His father put all that work in him. He sacrificed his life to give us entertainment. He sacrificed and he gave words to us and to make us feel better. Like this man, like I said, this man put a lot of works in this world, and to this day, like I said, my daughter sings Michael Jackson. Like, Michael is still here. There's no person that can touch 3 or 4 generations after us but Michael. That's Jesus. And Bobby Herman was right when he said that he was he's an archangel. But Bobby was wrong. He was Jesus. He was chosen. And like I said, we gave him back to the Jews easily. So God said, so y'all asking God for a second, and it's not coming. But what's going to happen in this group, in this Illuminati? They're about to fight amongst themselves, because actually they made a double deal with the devil when they went and got Donald Trump. Donald Trump wasn't a part of them. Donald Trump did his blood sacrifice with his ear. And when you saw what happened, what did Donald Trump say when they said about that boy? He said, what did he say? Something like, "I risked all that for that." So Trump know that he got played to get that sacrifice in. So now he gonna play y'all. Trump is Trump is a motherfucker. So what's gonna happen is just like what happened. I'm telling y'all what's going on. I'm reading it. I can see it, and that Kai Cenat and Kamala Harris thing that happened. That's showing they like people are within this in the Illuminati is now siding who we need to side. They're fighting with each other right now. So y'all sitting up here fighting for them, man, let them fight that shit out. Let 2 snakes fight it out. Let 2 snakes, what God is saying right now, let 2 snakes bite the head off. Y'all get popcorn, because it's about to be interesting. Also, yesterday I said that they got a Trump card on her. There's a sex tape of Kamala Harris. There is a sex tape in the 90s. It has been sold. They're about to go and release that on her. And that's not me saying anything bad about her. This is me. That's God's giving me that message. Because what's the worst thing you can do with a black woman? Over-sexualize her. That's the only thing they can do with us. They're going to over-sexualize her. That's why she could not find, and I said this yesterday with the, I said this with the, with why she could not get the male, Kai Cenat and all the rest of them. These males know that this is happening. Like, it's like a boys club. Like, what Spirit is showing me is like they sit around with cigars and shit. And a camera. You know how God showed me this? He went and made me go and blame it on the alcohol. Oh my God. Jamie Foxx put a lot of clues. Jamie Foxx wanted out. He put so many clues in blaming it on the alcohol. How they got him in. Now they have footage of him. They got him with alcohol. We know that Jamie Foxx had an alcohol problem after last year. He put so many clues. But like I said, for a person that's chosen to actually see the clues and go and call it out, it's your chosen one. So he ID'd the people that are actually in the group. Quincy Jones, Samuel Jackson, Who no? They thinking they doing spots in there. Ron Howard. No, he's showing you who's the older key players in this group. Maybe called yo. This is Jamie, man. Yeah, I need y'all to be in my video. We gonna do the brotherhood thing. No, he ID'd the OGs, or the ones that are stepping up into becoming OG. Ron Howard, Jake Guggenau. They knew that also Jamie was telling a little bit at a time. They tried to take Jamie out. Corner pocket. Like I said, if you're dealing with anything with drugs or alcohol or whatever, and they know that is your weakness, they gonna corner pocket you. Whitney Houston. Corner pocket. That's what I'm gonna call it, the corner pocket. If they can't find a woman that says they've been raped, if they can't find a sexual allegation, they can't find you with a man, they can't find, like, if they cannot find anything, just like with Michael. Like I said, the only thing they knew about Michael was these children. And they could easily go and tell these children's mothers, because these children were trying to be actors. Oh, come and join our club. But you got to say this. And again, like I said, I feel like this is going to go up. Look, the dancer that was dancing with Britney, you're going to always have drugs. You always going to have alcohol until you admit what you did to Michael. That was the resurrected. So all y'all lies are hell. Some of y'all lies are hell. Look at the doctor. Dr. Conrad. Y'all killed the resurrected. So I'm dropping jewels today. I'm dropping them jewels because it's 8/8. Come in. So man, cut the cord day. And God is calling, and God is giving me the messages to give to y'all today on cutting the cord. Man, these people are holding some of our people hostage in record contracts. And if they go, they corner pocket them. You see I'm dropping? Yo, this been going on since yesterday. The devil don't want this message out, bro. He been trying with my technical difficulties. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I don't even know. Hold on. I don't even know where my hotspot went. Yeah, my hotspot just went away. Am I still breaking up? Because the devil don't want this message out. Last night when I tried to give out this message, I couldn't get it. I had to come off and come back on. So hold on. I don't even know where did my hotspot go to. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So I was talking about the corner pockets and everything, man. So a lot of my people are still in. Prince wasn't lying about slave. Now it's amazing. It's amazing. Like now, looking at these videos, they've been leaving clues for a very long time. So what I'm saying is, I do see our clues. I do. Last year, this was supposed to happen last year. I backed out because I start doubting myself of who I am and am I seeing these things. You know what I did? I said, yo, are they really leaving messages in their videos like that? Are they really? Am I hearing? Because like last year when Doja Cat came out with Demons, yo, last year when I was doing Club Spirit, it'll be like I'll do something and then a song drop behind it, right? And I kept saying, I feel that they tape me, somebody's taping me, and they putting it in a group. It's in a private group. It's in a group chat. And it's like, I'll do something, and then the next week, she'll drop. So she dropped Scarlet. So when I'm hearing Paint the Town Red, I even Jonay, am I lying? I'm like, Jonay, and she'll probably, have her thing. I'm like, and Jonay has been my only follower, and I'm gonna talk about her in a second. She has followed me from Facebook to here, and then now the X. She the only one that believes. Robert, like she's the only one. Really, Jonay went through the steps of healing with me. Jonay actually did. And let me talk about that real quick. I thought about that today. Go on my X, Jonay. I'm gonna send this to you. Go to on the X. I said you were part of the 12. I revealed who I thought you were part of Paul. You're not a part of Paul. God revealed who you were. You sent me that Ed Sheeran song, and I posted it. So there's one of the 12 revealed. There's another one of that's 12 revealed. I told you, that young man, the one that's been doing readings. I've been catching him like he owned the money. He owned it. He's called the Son of God. That's the only right now. That's the only one that I've listened to right now. That Son of God, and now I don't listen to him every day. But let's go back to Jonay when I was talking to her about. I'm like, yo, and she goes, I'm a demon, Lord. I was battling with my family at this time because I was doing terror. My parents and my family believe that I'm a demon. They don't want nothing to do with me because of this. So at that time, I was battling last year. Like, do I move forward in this? Do I move forward in that? And what happened was, am I really seeing this? And I'm really hearing this? It set me back a year because that's when last year I should have stepped in my role. In the year of 7, last year, right? 20 plus 0 plus, no, let me get it right. 2023, 202, so that's 4. The year of 7, I was supposed to step. I'm coming in the year of 8. I was delayed because, like I said, God gives you open will. It's up to you to, he's going to give it to you, but it's up to you to take it. He gave me the role. He been gave me the role. God gave me the role in 2020. And it's like some people, y'all about to get a surprise. Y'all people are like, oh man, I don't know. That girl talking crazy. Y'all about to get the biggest surprise out of y'all world because these people are communicating a lot of shit to each other. Go back into what I said about the Blurred Lines videos. Meanwhile, y'all are being fooled about Christianity. Another thing God was showing me, like God is always guiding me into the NIV. Like he does, y'all notice that when I post, I don't ever go with the King James. I don't go with the ESV. I don't go with the EDKJ or whatever. And I'm like, why? So I start putting these Bible scriptures to the side. Some of these words are just made up and making you force you to believe in in that. It's words that are forced. But if you go into the NIV, it doesn't force you. But the ones that really don't believe in me, like the ones that y'all think y'all believe, but God is saying y'all false. Y'all don't really believe in him. Because if you say God works in modern time and he can work miracles, and you have a person saying I am touched by God to give you, God gives me what I am connected to the highest source. I can hear what the highest source says. And then I'm not telling you you're gonna go to hell. I'm not telling you you need some money. I got this special juice. I'm not telling you all this. I'm still living in poverty. I don't have everything. And he took everything away. I'm still sitting here, still saying that I ain't touched. That's the one you need to watch. But I'm a demon, Lord. Because I had to learn the occult to heal. Y'all going behind these pastors that force you to stay there. They fear you to stay there. They fear you. And to a point that you're giving up money, like I said, $4 million for a church. Meanwhile, I'm sitting up here saying God is mad at that. God has cut the cord. The church is about to fall. This is the new covenant, a wallless covenant. God showed me last week. He guided me. Y'all are not following the initial instructions he laid upon Moses. The same statutes he laid upon Abraham. Y'all are not following it. He is cutting the cord. So churches is about to fall. Well, how does the church fall? Well, if the economy fall, how could I give into a church? Because the economy is going to fall. Food shortages is about to happen. Another, going to Revelations 15, he made me read. Yo, since this is happening, I've been reading. I love people because I'm a researcher. Sometimes the Bible is just not like you read the Bible and then you go into other places to tap the answer into the Bible. Like he'll tell you 42 months. Well, how much is 42 months? How many of y'all actually go and figure that out? Or y'all just read over that? For he held the lady in captive for 1,024 46 days. I'm a type of person like, okay, I'm trying to do it as a math problem. How long is that? 2.5 years? Or he let Beast 1 run rapid for 42 months. Me, I'm reading it. I believe it. All the churches about to go down. So he talks about, if you go into Revelations 12, he talks about this beast. He says he let the beast go for 42 to 46 months. I don't know, but I had to go and count it down. I'm the type of person, I'm a researcher. I'm going to count it down. That goes to, right now, from that day I read, that went to February 2021. So the first thing I did was, okay, let me go back and figure out what happened in February 2021. The impeachment trial of Donald Trump. That's your beast. He let this beast run rampant for 4 years. Y'all actually say, I'm voicing because this is what y'all doing. Who will stop this beast? Nobody. We're just astonished because nobody can stop this beast. We're going to follow this beast because nobody can stop this beast. It's just something about that beast. He's just that powerful. The way how the beast is described. The first beast is Trump. The second beast, that's smooth, that's a sheep, that has smooth words. That's your Israel prime minister. Like I said last night, let's go 2 weeks ago, they met. They already got it down. We're going to go into World War III. We also are going to have a generated illness, something like the bird flu, swine flu. I'm hearing swine, like I said, but this is going to fuck it up because these people, what God is showing me is they are playing God, and God is going to really show them, I am God. And it's going to hurt their family members. Like I said in the beginning, yesterday started the parallel reality. So what you have intended under God's children to destroy God's children, what have you intended will be released to you. So within 2024, like I said, what Cat Williams said, from now to 2025 up until 8/8/2025, y'all about to see some shit. The world is going to damn near stop, but we're going to keep going. But for you to get healed from this disease, because it was just like what I've been through. I had to go through it twice. It's gonna get to a point, y'all, it's gonna be like you're gonna lose a lot of weight, and you're gonna lose a lot of weight fast. It's gonna be like you have cancer. You're gonna be weak. It's gonna be like you can't keep anything down. It's gonna be diarrhea. It's gonna be like you're gonna have parasites, and you're gonna understand where in the hell I got these parasites from. I injecting food. It's gonna be like that, and the only reason why, like I said, the first time I didn't die, I said, well, I did die. I told my friend, I said, this is spiritual. This is so it's up to you to figure out is it spiritual, and it's up to you. It takes a lot of work to get that shit off. Like I'm starting to just look better. I'm starting to actually have energy to actually cook my kids dinner. I'm actually having my brain like it gives brain fogginess. It makes you do like man. I was at one point I could not get out the bed. I was just so weak. Um, in June, what was that? In April, um, my car was repossessed, and I walked to the corner store, which was across the street. It felt like pleurisy, so it's gonna be like pneumonia symptoms, and these people are gonna be trying to pump medicines, and it's not gonna work. Because why? Because they have you if you make a virus. Because I learned this in microbiology. First of all, they're really I was taught in microbiology when I went to college. That it's just amazing how God put me through all that. Oh, I'm gonna put you in microbiology. I'm gonna put you in religion courses. I'm gonna put you in anatomy courses. I'm gonna put you in business courses. I'm gonna put like I learned a lot in college. So in microbiology class, you when I went back in 2001, I was taught, and now y'all teaching things totally different, that you could not cure a virus. It's uncurable. So if y'all try to do all this and you try to kill a virus with something that happens, you do what is called a super virus. I don't know, y'all don't believe in this, but there are such things as super viruses. As you know, have y'all noticed like the strain of COVID is different? Yeah, because it's called RNA and DNA. RNA and DNA, every time it replicates, it keeps replicating to a different code. Okay? So this one is going to be out of line. The only way you can heal it is through spiritually, and y'all need to start stacking up in that ivermectin, Ivermectin, that ivermectin. But and I said this yesterday, the ivermectin is going to be taken off the market by November, December, because people are catching on. Ivermectin can cure cancer. Because if I had symptoms of cancer, but I didn't have cancer, there's a cure to cancer. Cancer makes money. You got CT scans, you got radiation. Radiation. How many rounds of radiation they give you? You got hospital stays. You know. Then they give you symptoms, bone symptoms with it, and they give you. And then and some of those people they go with the ivermectin and saying that I had no shots, and now I'm taking it. You seen that they still living, right? Let me give you a hint. If you believe in me, go and get it through pets.com before you and load up, because it's the same thing what you give your dog. I'm telling y'all, load up on it. Load up, man. Go ahead, because they like to write these prescriptions. Go ahead and tell your doctors I can't breathe right now. I got pneumonia. Load up on your Solumedrols. They're gonna be shortage. Then y'all notice another thing? They want y'all to stay dumber. They gave y'all Facebook. They gave y'all TikTok. They gave y'all all this, right? I was in a house for 3-4 months just doing this. I had my ADHD flared up to a point. So now we got thousands after COVID. Now we got thousands of people got ADHD. You inflicted the ADHD. You know how? That is a symptom of an addiction. So how can you get it back? Not with drugs. So we're gonna hook you on this drug called Adderall. I promise you, because y'all ever got on the Adderall or the other ones, and then when it comes when y'all, and then the next day you don't have it, you become dumb again, so you become reliant on these medications. Like God walked me through all this again to really break this down to y'all. So now we got Adderall shortages and everything else because they really want y'all to walk around ADHD, and so you can now not watch your distractions. I'm giving it to y'all. I'm busting them today. Like y'all really need to pay attention. Like y'all are being openly distracted. Like I said on the All Right video, Janet gave clues way back then in the All Right video of what's gonna go on. Let me break this down again. If you go to Janet's All Right video, she sits on the bench. The paper hits her. It says Cab Calloway is coming. Okay, so if you really watch the video and you think about it, you'd be like, wait, Cab Calloway, why is he wearing that big loud yellow suit in the big yellow suit in the video, right? He's wearing why did Sun God, he's God, okay? In this video, he's God. And they say, oh, Cab Calloway's coming. Now again, Club Spirit's been using a lot of Janet lately. Janet is the little sister of Michael, right? All right, so who did I say Michael was? Okay, so this woman is coming behind Michael like a little sister, okay? Like, so y'all looking now, since we gave up the Messiah, now the next person that comes behind the Messiah is going to be a woman. So she's going through, and life is going on in this street. This street is like, it's just a whole lot of dancers. It's got a whole lot of things. Meanwhile, you have a blind man in this video. He's stealing, right? But y'all not paying attention to him stealing, but he's blind. The blind leading the blind. So the blind is leading the blind. And we're distracted. And then you can see the husband and wives arguing. Okay, we having problems with marriages. We having problems with, the woman was by herself. The women was by themselves with the kids. What we have now, we have fatherless kids, right? The fathers were out. They were gambling. Janet's pointing it out. So we're gonna have fatherless kids. Even the people with the fatherless kids, they're lusting after other men. Because what did the husbands catch the wives do? They selling themselves, right? Okay, so then you go into Cab Calloway comes, right? So Janet let's go back. With the camera, she stops the world. She can stop the world. So something viral is about to happen. This new Messiah is about to go viral. She's gonna stop the world. Okay, she's the only person that can stop this world and make it stop for a few minutes. Then it's gonna go back on, and then they're just gonna start dancing. Then it goes to when Cab Calloway comes out of the car. Janet looks at the Adam light and daydreams it's her. You see Janet usually wears black like I do. Y'all notice that? She usually wears black. A lot. Alright, so Janet for the first is coming out in white. He's bringing out the new Messiah. God is bringing the new Messiah out. Then it flicks back to her. She goes and she falls in the aisle. Cab Calloway picks her up. She falls, right? Like I said, this woman falls. Like, she falls. God is going to lift her back up. So Cab Calloway lifted her up. And then from there, Cab Calloway puts her in the car. And then y'all saw she loses the watch, right? Y'all, my mama got a rabbit that lives around here. It's like the biggest rabbit I have ever seen, and it bumps into the wall all the time. So if you hear that, if y'all heard that, that's the rabbit. Oh yeah, she loses her watch. She loses her watch in the car. She's like, "Yo, my watch." How do I keep up with the Bible scriptures and give y'all the Bible scriptures on X or on X, or I used to do it on Facebook. I do it by time. So this woman, the Messiah, does it by time. This is how she speaks. She speaks through time. So she loses the time. So when she loses the watch, they jump on the flood. Well, there's, she jumps on this truck and it sprays water, right? So when it sprays water on this, there's going to be another flood, and that's going to be, like I said, the plagues. That's going to be all this going on, and but the it's not going to touch the Messiah, and she's not going to. She already warned you, so she's on the bus, so she's safe. She warned you. She's on the machine. She's on the truck, but a lot of people don't notice it. So what happened is, this is what's going to happen. Y'all know she lost her watch. At the end of the video, a lot of people are going to look at this video and notice what in the hell I'm saying, because y'all going to be like, all this happened in the video. Yes, it did. So at the end of the video, Cab Calloway gave her watch back. She was the only one that was on the street, her 2 followers. Nobody else was on that street. And the reason why she had 2 dancers, she had 2 followers, a lot of people are not going to believe me. A lot of people are not going to believe me. They think that this is a joke. Also, like I said, God put me through a lot of things on purpose, so people won't believe me. He allowed things to happen. So a lot of people are being tested. And another thing, I'm gonna end with this, y'all. I'm doing a good points with y'all. Y'all are looking for what's in that Bible. Some of that Bible, like I told y'all, the wordings are wrong. Some things are placed. They give you the end. These Illuminati groups are putting what's going on. And in the videos, they're communicating what's going on, what's about to go on in these videos. And they tell y'all that it's propaganda, or for y'all to even think that way. Y'all, you see how deep this shit is? This is deep, huh? So they're telling y'all to stay Christian. Meanwhile, they're not Christian. Tyler Perry's not Christian. Oprah's not Christian. You see how I'm naming these people? Tyler Perry is not. Tyler Perry is the most anti-Christian person ever. But y'all paying him money. That's how he's selling his soul. Tyler Perry writes things to really show the breakdown in our judgment sometimes. That last movie was pretty good. That last movie, he's been doing good, but Madea was to actually make fun of the church. Because you notice, Madea was the most wisest one. The rest of them, Mr. Brown, all of them went to church, right? All of them was ignorant. But Madea was the rising one, and she'd be the one saying, I'm the stripper, and I got the gun. Even her daughter, Cora. Cora lives at home with her and all this other stuff, right? Or Cora lives with Brown. Madea the only one that don't go to church but got all the fucking wisdom. Y'all don't be picking that up. These upper echelon people do not believe what you believe, but they tell y'all to believe it because that gives them the money. That gives them the wealth. Instead of being like what God said, share the wealth, that's how they take the wealth. So I think I have said enough. I may be back tonight, but I had to give y'all some of that 8-8. I had to give y'all some of that 8-8 flavor. Then I got things to do, clean up, and I got to pack up some stuff. So y'all have a good day.